Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is the second weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to keep you guys updated with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. I'll also let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is Toys_R_Us. Quite a few things to go through with you today, and in all honesty, most of this is third party. And we're going to start off straight away with APC Toys. Now, this is something that's really interesting. This is a KO, but it's a great, in fact, it's a fantastic version of Bulkhead. So Transformers Prime fans, people, as I say, have quite rightly, they've said that the new one is too G1-esque and they didn't like it. They want the original Transformers Prime. So you can order this from Chiyou stores. Its height is 10 centimeters and it's $37.99. And it is exactly, in fact, it is a brilliant version of Transformers Prime Bulkhead. There you go. Look at the images on it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I think they're calling it fourth party, but basically that just means that it's a KO and they're owning it. It doesn't matter, they're owning it. It's on Chiyou. You can order it from there. This is where I got these images from. That looks brilliant. That really does. And there's all the details there. So if you go to the Twitter page, you can see the exact feed which I got it from. You can take and you can order one if you wanted to. So there you go. There's another Bulkhead, not G1, exactly as I suppose you wanted him to look. Right. Moving on to Kang Toys. And I've got three things from Kang Toys. So again, I'm going to be reading some of this because it's not my area of expertise. But via their Weibo page, and I've got the images from TFW 2005, there's two actual product images we've got here. Well, computer generated images. And then we've got a prototype sort of one later on as well. So CT, sorry, obviously stands for Kang Toys. And then Chiyou, I'm hopefully pronouncing that right. Number 08 is Russ. And then CT Chiyou 05. Now this is their take on the Predacons and Predaking, but there's 8 members of it. It's crazy. It's, if you've not seen it before, well, here we go. This is Russ or Rusirus. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled R-U-S-I-R-U-S. Again, apologies for the glare and the reflection, but this is one of the new characters. So this is, as I say, this is CT08. I'm presuming that the Chiyou stands for obviously Predaking, but the interesting thing about this is it's a wolf, obviously. It does fully transform. We've got the robot mode, which looks fantastic. Now there's not an actual picture of it on here, but you'll see it in a second. Because it's a new character and because it's going to be a ginormous combiner, he actually makes up the feet. So this is going to transform. It's got 3 modes. You've got the robot, the wolf, and a foot mode. Now the other one, this is CT05. This is Thorilla, and he's a new member of the Predacons, but this guy has the unenviable position of being the crotch. So he is Predaking's crotch, but otherwise he still looks fantastic. We've got a bit of like a Nemesis sort of primal, obviously gorilla mode, but of course not. He's from the Predacons, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's called Thorilla, because he's got a huge hammer like Thor, and of course he is a gorilla. If you want these images without the reflection, TFW 2005, there's loads of them. There's an absolute abundance to go through. This is the robot mode. The color scheme with this just looks fantastic. It looks great. I hear nothing but good things about Kang Toys as well, in honesty. Right, now the next bit is, funny enough, I think TFW 2005 made a mistake because this is the other one. So this is, it says CT Chiyou 03 Firmament, which is Dive Bomb, and this is definitely not Dive Bomb. This is looking like Tantrum because it's a Rhino, and it's not 03, it's 06. So this is, as I say, prototype images. So we've gone back to just the grey. And as I say, it looks like there's going to be 8 members of their Predaking. This guy looks fantastic. And what you're going to see in a second is what I mentioned with Russ. You will see that he is a foot. So of course we've got the robot mode. We've got the no, Tantrum's a bull, isn't it? So maybe it's not. I think that's a Rhino, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Rhino. So it's the other one. Headstrong. That's it. Maybe it's Headstrong. There's the robot mode. It looks like they've got a colour sword in there. But then this is the interesting thing. See, there you go. There's Russ as a foot, or Rusirus. I'm hoping. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Leave me a comment how I should say it rather than the actual spelling. There he is as a foot, and you can see that the other one is going to be a leg. Great stuff, great stuff. Now I seem to feature the next thing weekly because I love the fact that they put them weekly. So once again, Macross has put up some images on his Instagram. If you've not got Instagram, again, you can still see these. You can still read all his input on T-Formers, on TFW 2005. I presume there's more websites as well. But this is, again, information, and I'm not going to say behind the scenes, but in-depth information on, of course, Beast Wars Inferno. So we've got some, obviously, artist sketches himself, and then we've got a lot of discussion here about how he wanted to get the accessory correct for this particular figure. Now, whenever I see that, I just think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with the giant ant, but it's the blaster that we're supposed to be looking at on the top there. And again, you can just see how that they've gone from concept to the actual figure, and there indeed is the blaster. You can see with the full blast effects inside, and indeed there, and it's all covered up. So once again, Macross' insight into the full development of it and how it worked. And again, great read for people who want to have a read at that. This is something that jumped on the shelves instantly. It was only Wednesday when I was telling you all about this is wave 2 of the one-step changes, already spotted in stores in the US. There is Skybite, which I said is the most interesting one. This next thing as well is looking fantastic. So again, forgive me for reading it, but I don't want to mess this up because this is stunning. So this is a surprise. It is Hong Kong-based company Kitz Concept is releasing a new line of figures from the classic Macross Robotech series. Now, for those of you who don't know who they are, that is the original Valkyrie figures, or indeed the original Jetfire figures. Not Skyfire, Jetfire, as he was released obviously in G1. And they're surprised to find the listing for a limited edition. They're calling him VF1S God of Flame in a special deco, totally inspired by the G1 Jetfire figure. So, as I say, this is going to be super limited edition. It's going to be limited to 1,000 units, 500 units for Japan and 500 for the rest of the world, with numbered boxes. The robot stands 19 centimeters tall, so that's just over 6 inches, and it's got LED lights and die cast. And it's looking like it's going to cost $229.90. So for those of you who don't know who this is, you will probably recognize straight away these images now. So look how stunning that is. That if you ever want a homage to G1 Jetfire, that is it. That looks exactly like it. So we've got the jet mode there, and there's the light up parts that it was talking about. You can see there it's got limited edition. There it is from the front, of course, with all the extra kibble. We've got the Macross, their logo on the wing. There's the gear walk, which was the bonus mode that, again, that was very true to Valkyrie. But yeah, look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic. And that is going to be available for pre-order. Let me just find out exactly where to go. So you need to go to Kitz, K-I-T-Z, Robot website if you want to get that pre-ordered, because there is only going to be 1,000 of them made. Right, couple more things to go. Pulse Con has been confirmed for these 2 dates. So the very last day of September and the 1st of October. For those of you who know what Pulse Con is, I suppose it's like a stay-at-home convention rather than having to go anywhere, and it's for all of Hasbro. So they will have 2 days worth. You'll have I think it's normally a 2-hour slot, maybe an hour slot of each brand. So there'll be G.I. Joe, Transformers, Turtles, whatever they've got. I don't know, all the Star Wars, anything that Hasbro makes figures for, it will be included in that day. As we get close to the time and we get the actual time slots, I'll give you more information. And of course, I might actually even do a live reaction video instead of just doing the reactions at the end, to get involved with you guys as well. I think that could be a bit more fun, but I'll let you know closer to the time. One more thing with this, and again, it's another third party, and this again is ridiculously good. Curry Nemesis Prime. I always get that wrong as well. This is the limited edition USA exclusive. So this is, of course, the Nemesis Prime figure, and it's going to be released in the USA by Big Bad Toy Store. There's over 100 points of articulation, and it's available for pre-order now for release in the winter of 2022. There is an abundance of photos on Big Bad Toy Store, on everywhere, but I've got this from tformers.com, and these images, and unfortunately again it's a black background, so it's going to be reflecting everywhere. It just looks amazing. Now I suppose the thing that stands out most about this is the abundance of accessories that he's got. Can't wait to get a laptop, guys. I will be getting one soon. I really apologize for obviously the fact that these aren't looking that great, but look at the 2 different axes we've got there. Look at the large blaster we've got there as well. A sword. There's just so many, and of course with 100 points of articulation, he is super poseable. And the same with all these Kurukaro kits, they do just look amazing. Giant axe, there's so many things. There's a sword, I've got a picture in a minute of the amount of accessories that he actually comes with. It's crazy. And again, as I keep saying, all these third-party companies, they really are going all out to make these amazing, in some cases like this, action figures. It doesn't transform, but it's just a stunning action figure that you could pose, display in a number of ways. And here's the bit you want to see. Oh yeah, this one's good as well. Him battling with Optimus Prime. But there is your abundance of accessories. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of hands, sword, blaster, 2 axes, 2 swords, huge axe, 3 different face plates. You can see just above the crotch piece. So for those of you who didn't notice, there he's got no mouthpiece there, and in pretty much all the rest of him he will have as well. So again, an absolute abundance of accessories. If that is something you're interested in, get to Big Bad Toy Store, because at the moment that is going to be the only place that it's available to get from. With regards to this channel, I've obviously just got the Generations Cliff Jumper done. I've managed to get part of Transformers Prime Rumble done. I've had a notification that my Shattered Glass Blaster has been dispatched from Hasbro, so fingers crossed I will get that done as well over the weekend. Of course, we've got my Motormaster replaced, and I'm looking to get that done. The rest of the video with that, I've just got, again, loads and loads going on. Hopefully everything will calm down a little bit for next week. I want to do another live as well. That'll probably be next weekend at some point, because the interaction, everything's brilliant. I love all the questions, and again, the interaction with you guys on it. So I will keep you posted with that. And because there's not too lots of news, because there's not too lots of news today, I've just got a bonus unboxing of a new figure tomorrow morning as a bit of a guessing game for you guys as well. Thanks very much for the support, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.